What if I told you that the YouTube dream that you're chasing to get hundreds of thousands of views, maybe hundreds of thousands of subscribers, or maybe millions, and getting to monetization, getting to the holy grail of being able to produce content and get paid, get that AdSense money coming in, and then leave the job, leave the 9 to 5. What if I told you that that's probably not going to happen and the chances are really, really slim? But what if I also told you that I've been doing this now for over 15 plus years and I've been able to do it without needing all of that? Being able to do it with a smaller audience, being able to do it with less views, and still being able to be free from a 9 to 5. Well, that's what I want to share with you in this video. After 15 plus years, I want to share with you in a small amount of time, very, very small, on how you can actually do this. Now, you will need to follow some steps, and it isn't necessarily sexy. We're not going after creating viral videos, although we will talk about micro viral videos, which we've got a few of those on this channel. But I want to walk you through this, and I've got my handy dandy little whiteboard right here, and I'm going to give you the 5 steps, the proven 5 steps that have allowed me over the last 15 years to make a full-time living on YouTube and being a YouTube creator in various niches. All right. So I want to break this down for you. I'm going to try to do it in a really short period of time. So this way here, you can get on with it and get started on the right track. Before we do that though, let me know, all right, right now, what is your YouTube goal? What is it? Is it to make $1,000 a month? Is it to make $10,000 a month? Or maybe it's not to make money at all. What is the reason? I'd love to know. So just leave me a comment and let me know. What are your YouTube dreams? All right. What are you doing it for? All right. So let's get into it. We need to start right here. So let me go ahead and fill that in and we'll discuss it. All right. The first one, you got to find your niche. All right. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, just post a whole bunch of random stuff, random things. That's not going to get you there. All right. What I've been able to do, and again, this is what's worked for me over the last 15 plus years. My first channel was all about photography because my wife and I owned a photography business. I see a lot of times people they want to post on anything, or they might want to say, you know what, I'm going to show people how to build a business on YouTube, but they've never done it. You want to actually try to find a niche that you're already in, that you've already had some success, and then teach people that, right? If you're someone that has really been successful in the garden, well, then that's going to be your niche, okay? So you got to have that niche. If we have the niche, this other stuff is going to be so much easier, all right? And let's get to it. So the second piece here, the second step, let's go ahead and talk about that. Audience building. That is all that I will focus on. If I'm starting a brand new business, a brand new channel, we're looking at that, audience building. All right. And what that means is we're going to deliver content to help those people. That is the only goal. All right. We're not going to sit there and try to sell them, or we're not going to try to push them to an affiliate product. I see so many people making that mistake. They want to make money day one. So they're going to start promoting affiliate products, or they're going to do a review on a whole bunch of products. I would stay away from that. Me personally, I'm going to build the audience first. And that's what I did in my first business where I was talking about photography. I help people become better photographers and get better at Photoshop. Those are the things that I focused on. In my other brand that I built up to over 100,000 subscribers, and we did over 7 figures in that brand, multiple 7 figures, that was all about e-commerce and talking about Amazon, talking about Etsy, things that I was already doing, all right? But building the audience, but it goes back to, we got to have the niche. And then from there, we start building the audience in that niche, all right? So that's number 2. Now, by the way, the things that I'm covering right here, I actually put this into a guide. It's an 18-page guide. I call it my 100K roadmap. If you'd like a copy of that, just put 100K in the comments and I will send you a copy of that. And that's from my 15 plus years of experience and building multiple brands on the back of YouTube. And I break it all down in those 18 pages. So if you want a copy, just put 100K in the comments and I'll send it to you. All right, number 3, relationship building, that is. This is where we want to take people from our audience and we want to build a deeper relationship. We want to be able to communicate with them through comments, just like I asked you guys in the very beginning. Hey, post something in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. And then what'll happen is you'll leave a comment and I'll reply back. And yes, that can't be automated, but that's how you build relationships. And relationships go so far in today's age, especially because everything is moving so fast and everybody's so busy. And how are you supposed to be able to communicate with everyone? Well, if you're spending time to build a loyal audience, build that relationship. The other thing we can do is build an email list. And I talk about that in that 100K roadmap. And then we can take the relationship a little bit deeper. All right. So relationship building, huge. All right. Number 4, that is the one that everyone is so excited about, and that's the money. Do you see how that came a little bit further down that list, right? We got the niche, we got the audience, we're building the relationship, then we're gonna do the money thing. Well, while we're doing this, we also might be able to get monetized pretty quickly. We did it in under 90 days on this channel. This is a newer channel, only 9 months old, and we were able to do it following this model, by the way. But then we got to monetization here on YouTube. And that's really like the first little revenue stream that you can start to generate when most people are only focusing on that. But in that guide, by the way, the 100K roadmap, you'll see there's multiple revenue streams. We can do affiliate marketing, we can do sponsorships, we can do our own products, our own course, we can do coaching, all of that stuff that lies right here. But we don't do that or even think about that until after this. And part of this, actually these steps here, is going to allow us to get to monetization. And the first one is on YouTube. Now, earlier I talked about micro viral videos. I'm not opposed to having a video take off. Don't get me wrong. I wanted to share with you though how a video or 2 or 3 could just take your channel and blow it up so you get to monetization a lot quicker. Check this out right here. This is one video that we've gotten 102,090 views. And check this out, 5,800 watch time hours, 2,900 subscribers, and it's made 1,036. But even if it didn't make the 1,036, it got us to monetization if this is the video that took off for our channel. Let me show you another example. Here's this one right here that got 80,500 views and 5,600 watch time hours, 2,200 subscribers, and it made 475. But again, even if it didn't make 475 before we get monetized, this would get us to monetization. Let me show you one more. Now, this one was interesting because a lot of people think you got to have a fancy camera, you got to have a fancy studio, and you don't. I have those things, but they're not necessary. This right here was shot in my Jeep, in my driveway, 129,000 views, 6,600 watch time hours, and 3,500 subscribers. And yeah, it made 681. But again, even if I wasn't monetized yet, this here would have gotten us to monetization. All right, so that's the money piece. Let's get to number 5. And this one right here is probably one of the most important, not the most important, because I think the first one is the niche, but right here, consistency. I can't tell you how many people start, they're all gung-ho, and then all of a sudden, they don't see results and they stop. These things right here that I just covered with you, I have learned over the last 15 years that if I'm starting something from scratch, this is the order of operation. This channel right here that you're watching this on is only 9 months old. We've been able to follow this to a T, by the way. And again, it goes a little bit deeper in the 100K roadmap, but to a T. And we have been able to do this because, well, we're building the audience, we're building the relationship, we're showing up on a consistent basis. Consistency is key to making this work. And that's one thing I will say over the last 15 plus years, I've been pretty good at, and that is being consistent. So be consistent. Now, following this has allowed us to do over $19,000 in a very short period of time on this channel. And that's not counting the AdSense money. And I actually shot a video right here where I break down exactly how we were able to do it on a small channel and make $19,000 plus. Watch that video next, and I'll see you there.